welcome to Louise's Adventures first reading vlog. I've tried many times to do one and I have yet to succeed in being happy with whatever I filmed. So I thought I'd give it a shot the way I'm doing it now. Originally I wanted to get like a new camera where I can see myself and like carry it around, but now I have to like pay certain bills first, so that has to wait until possibly like the end of the year, opposed to the end of the school year. But yeah, so I'm gonna just do it this way and like talk to my regular camera and hope you like my first reading vlog. For today's reading vlog, or I guess this week's reading vlog, I will be focusing on a number of books. First is The Ballad of Black Tom by Victor Leval. This is like a fantasy novel or novella. It's super short. I'm reading for a grad class and I have to finish reading this by tomorrow and then still like do the post. So this one will definitely be a quick read. I've tried to find an audiobook version so that I can listen along to it, but to no avail, there is not one. But it sounds really cool. It has like sorcery and magic and an occult book, and that's kind of stuff like I really find interesting. So I'm excited to read this as quickly as possible. I will start it today, and I will make sure to give like my opinion on certain things, even though it's super short and it's more like a obligatory read rather than a entertainment kind of read. Then I'll be reading The Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I am currently 28 pages in, kind of confused to be honest. I'm hoping it gets better and more clear as it progresses. However, based on what I've heard from other people, that may not be the case, but fingers crossed. I'll also be reading The Red Queen by Philippa Gregory. I have the audiobook and I'm listening along to it. I'm right now on page 125 when the Red Queen, who is actually Margaret Beaufort, she's still kind of young. I mean, she already gave birth to Henry VII. And like her first husband has died. She's married her second husband. And I think we're getting towards the part where Edward IV, I believe, becomes king. So we're getting to like the good part of where she, her whole life like falls apart and she has to start following the York line opposed to the Lancaster line, which ends up becoming the Tudor line. So but I'm really looking forward to it because like I've watched all the Stars shows, so like I enjoy reading it and following along and like imagining the stuff that I've seen on TV in the book, and so far so good. I'm really excited to get going through the rest. I took a bit of a break with Philippa Gregory, so I'm excited to like get back to it. Those are the 3 books I'll be focusing on this weekend. I hope to finish this one because the audiobook is due back on the 12th. This one, I'm listening to the YouTube audiobook version, so I do have more time, but I do want to finish this one as quickly as possible because it's the last Leigh Bardugo book I have. This one, obviously, it needs to be done by tomorrow so that I can post my discussion online. And that is what I'll be focusing on this week up to probably Sunday. So it'll be a long reading vlog, but it'll be fun to like discuss the books and what I'm doing and stuff like that. So I'll get back to you with an update on The Ballad of Black Tom. See you soon. Hi everyone. I'm giving you an update on The Ballad of Black Tom. I haven't read a lot today. Just mostly been watching TV, to be honest, but I did read 36 pages. And so far it's kind of boring, I gotta say. I feel like not a lot has happened, and I feel like some of the description isn't super necessary, especially because it's a novella. So I feel like, every last word should be like central to the story. And the back kind of says it's about like sorceress and an occult book, but I don't see that happening. And I'm hoping it gets better. I mean, it is 149 pages, so I'm hoping in the next like 100 pages that are left, things start like picking up. But yeah, that's all I have to say so far. Like right now, the main character, Charles Thomas, is like describing his life, his job, and a man approaches him and gives him money to play at his party. And then the cops kind of see that happening and take the money that this old man gives him. So there's like definitely racism in there because Charles Thomas is black. So racism is definitely prevalent in the story. And Otis, his father, gives him advice on how to act because of like the racism going on so far in the story, and to be careful. And then he tells him like, I will give you this conjure music to protect yourself at this party. We do know that his mom is dead, like she died working really hard, like hard labor kind of work. So she died really young. But yeah, that's what I have so far. I mean, it's not like super interesting yet. I'm hoping it does get better. So far, I've been kind of disappointed with some of the books that I've read for this class, just because I'm not a huge sci-fi fan. I thought maybe this one would be better because it has some fantasy undertones. So we'll see. I will check back in with another update soon. Hi everyone, welcome back to another update. I just finished The Ballad of Black Tom. Sadly, I only gave it 2 out of 5 stars. Again, I felt like there was no real direction. I felt like it was kind of all over the place. I didn't sympathize with the characters. I sympathized with Black Tom, like in his treatment, because he's a black person, and I felt bad and outraged at how white people treated him. But like the magic aspect, like I didn't really get that. I didn't really connect with it, and I think there should have been more detail and expansion on it. And that is mostly why I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. Now I had to write a post about it, just like the characters a bit and the setting, and I had to like write a tweet almost of my opinion of the book, which is usually the same, like not enough details, felt like a lot was missing, wish there was more. That is my phone. Let's ignore that. But yeah, that's kind of where I am with this. Not my favorite. And once I finish putting my post, I'll be able to continue reading, and I'll continue reading The Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, and hopefully finish that by the end of this week. So I'll get back to you with another update soon. Bye. Hey everyone, welcome to another update. I did not continue reading The Ninth House. For some reason, I was just not in the mood for it, and I didn't want to like force myself to continue reading it. So I decided to continue reading The Red Queen by Philippa Gregory, which I usually use an audiobook, but I actually read it without one, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I think it's just really interesting to kind of see the progression of events, and I know it's gonna like collide a bit with the White Princess because of this is her life. This is Margaret Beaufort's life, and she lives to be quite old, so for that time at least. So I know that it's gonna collide, but like I'm finding it very enjoyable learning about kind of like her life, her thoughts. I like learning about Henry Tudor, her son, and like his life and how it's progressing as different kings take power in England. I think that's always very interesting. I think it's very well written in a way that it makes it fun to read. It's not just dull facts, but it's an actual story with dialogue and plot and suspense and tension. And I think Philippa Gregory takes a what could be a dense subject and turns it into a great historical fiction novel. And I am more than halfway done. I am on page 219 out of like 377, and I'm definitely will probably finish it tonight, and I'll give you an update on my final thoughts on it. And then I will most likely not pick up Ninth House after this. I'll probably pick up Romanov by Nadine Brandis. It is the book that my friend and I are supposed to like kind of read together. My friend Christina, her friend Ashley, and I are supposed to kind of read together and discuss. I don't know if we're going to do that yet, but That's the plan, and it's a really short read, so I should be able to finish it this weekend as well, and then continue with A Curse So Dark and Lonely. So I have a lot of plans to read a lot of books in the next coming days, and then maybe I'll finish Ninth House by the end of this month, or after the summer, because I have plans to read only mostly Brandon Sanderson from June to the end of August, and that is the plan. But yes, I'm actually really enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun reading this. I don't know if I'd ever purchase the books myself, but I like being able to go to the library and picking it up for sure. And that's basically where we are at. I will check in on you guys with another update. Bye. Hi everyone, this is the final update for this reading vlog. I know I didn't update a lot. I think I'm still just getting used to the whole vlogging thing and constantly updating it, like my thoughts, which I don't usually do. But so yeah, these are my final thoughts on the books I read. So one of them was The Ballad of Black Tom, which ultimately I didn't really enjoy. Again, it's a novella, so it's kind of short, and I need something longer, more expansive. If you're gonna talk about the cult and a special book or whatever, I want real detail and background information, and I just felt like it didn't really go into a lot of detail or really into any of the things they mentioned. And then I actually took a break from Ninth House. I was just not in the mood to read it, and I didn't want to push myself into reading it and then hating it. So I finished instead The Red Queen by Philippa Gregory. I actually enjoyed this one more than the other Philippa Gregory books I've read so far. I thought Margaret Buford was a very interesting character, her determination and devotion to seeing her son on the throne and insisting that it was his right and that she was going to do everything in her power to get her son on that throne of England. And I just thought it was really well done, and I'm actually really excited to read the next one in her series of the Tudor novels. And I kind of know where it goes because it's history, but see how she presents the history herself. And that is the end of this reading vlog. I'm hoping to do more later on in the summer. We only have 2 weeks of school left, so I will definitely do more vlogs over the summer and talk more about the books that I'll be reading. And I will see you with another video soon. Make sure you subscribe by clicking the button on the bottom right. Make sure you comment, click the bell to get notified when another video comes up, all those wonderful things. I always appreciate comments and subscribers, and it just makes me happy to know that people are enjoying my content and my videos. Bye.